My dear friends, today I will be discussing about the complication of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Now, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, also known as idiopathic hypertrophic subaortic stenosis, also known as asymmetrical hypertrophy of septum or asymmetrical septal hypertrophy or hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. So it has so many names, but main important thing is that it involves the heart muscle and weakens the heart because of hypertrophy of the interventricular septum or hypertrophy or thickening of the heart muscle because of gene defect or because of mutation in the gene responsible for formation of heart muscle. So these are the various pathophysiological state of the hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Because beside there is some other important pathophysiological state like thickening of the heart muscle as well as hypertrophy of the interventricular septum involving the heart muscle and also involves the stiffness of the left ventricular mass. Beside, mitral valvular defects or mitral regurgitation may also occur as one of the important pathophysiological finding. Now, what are the various complications of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy? So number one is heart failure. Now, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy causes left ventricular outflow tract obstruction, and because of that there is gradually increasing resistance on the heart muscle, and heart muscle has to pump blood against a resistance to the outflow tract because of the hypertrophy of the interventricular septum, and gradually it creates a pressure on the heart muscle and stiffening of the left ventricular mass, and gradually the heart muscle become weak and it ultimately starts the initiation of heart failure. And even if the treatment is not given in right moment or intervention is not done, then it may lead to end stage heart failure which need cardiac transplant. So one of the important complication of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy is heart failure. Another important complication is cardiac arrhythmia. Now various cardiac arrhythmia is also resulted because of the hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, and it is because of increasing pressure or because of mitral regurgitation, valvular aperture deformity. So blood from the left ventricle may enters the left atrium, gradually increase the left atrial pressure, and which causes a excessive stretching of the left atrium, and which ultimately leads to atrial fibrillation or cardiac arrhythmia. Now atrial fibrillation is one of the important cause of thromboembolic phenomena because of cardiac disease. Now atrial fibrillation must be handled with cautious by anticoagulants, by antiarrhythmic drugs, so as to decrease the atrial fibrillatory rate, because if anticoagulation is not given, atrial fibrillation may lead to thromboembolic phenomena like ischemic stroke, cerebrovascular accident, even heart attack, and so on. So it may lead to various complications which may lead to death of the patient also. So cardiac arrhythmia may be one of the important clinical complication of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Then another important complication is outflow tract obstruction. Now as I already told, HOCM is associated with left ventricular outflow tract. This is because of asymmetrical septal hypertrophy or increased thickness of the interventricular septum facing the left ventricle, and that's why the left ventricular chamber is compromised and left ventricular outflow tract is obstructed because of growth of the interventricular septum. And because of that, what will happen? It increase the resistance on the path of blood flow or blood coming out from the left ventricle, which is called outflow tract obstruction, and that is one of the important cause of chest pain, shortness of breath, fainting, syncope, and so on. Beside, another important complication is mitral valvular deformity or mitral regurgitation. Now, because of the subaortic stenosis in the heart or asymmetrical septal hypertrophy affecting the interventricular septum facing the left ventricle, blood coming out from the left ventricle is compromised, and that's why it creates a pressure or effect on the mitral valvular aperture, and thus it increases the risk of mitral regurgitation. So mitral valvular deformity or mitral regurgitation may be another important complication of HOCM. The mitral regurgitation, if it remains persistent, it may affect the left atrium, causes left atrial dilatation, even it may lead to pulmonary edema or pulmonary hypertension, and which is one of the cause of shortness of breath or dyspnea that we can see in hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Besides, for those patients of very less number, so very infrequent patients or very few patients may also complicate to dilated cardiomyopathy. So hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, with time the heart muscle may undergoes weakening and gradual dilatation and ultimately transform into dilated cardiomyopathy. So dilated cardiomyopathy may be another important complication from hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, but it occurs in very few patients. Besides, sudden cardiac death. Sudden cardiac death is another important cause of mortality in cardiac diseases, especially patients who are having hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, especially when the patients are doing severe strenuous exercise, and it is common among athletes also, and who have a family history of sudden cardiac death with severe exertion. And various risk factors include prior cardiac arrest, ventricular fibrillation, syncopal attack, ventricular tachycardia, and so on. So these are the various complications of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. The most common is heart failure, then atrial fibrillation, then outflow tract obstruction, then mitral valvular defects or mitral regurgitation, then dilated cardiomyopathy, then atrial fibrillation, and last but not the least is sudden cardiac death in some individuals can also be caused because of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Especially it is common among trained athletes or in athletes also who have a past family history of relatives who had died from hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. And out of this, the most severe form is sudden cardiac death that can occur in athletic person or those person with severe strenuous exercise. So these are the various complications of hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Thank you very much.